There was once a king named Elion, a ruler known for two things: his unmatched wealth and his absolute confidence that he could never lose it. His kingdom stretched over fertile lands, guarded by stone walls so tall that even the winds seemed to bow. Merchants from distant continents came to trade under his banner, and kings from nearby nations sent gifts simply to stay in his good graces. But Elion carried a flaw as old as humanity itself, a flaw that had destroyed men far greater than him, a flaw made of pride and the belief that warnings were only for the weak. One morning, a humble astronomer requested an audience. He was an old man with trembling hands and a voice weakened by years spent observing the sky. He bowed before the king and spoke. "Your Majesty, the alignment of the moons predicts a season of drought. Your crops will fail, your wells will dry, and your people will suffer. You must store grain now while there is still abundance." The king smiled, not with gratitude, but with amusement. A drought in his prosperous kingdom? Impossible. He waved the astronomer away, convinced that one man's warning couldn't possibly outweigh his own certainty. So the king continued to host festivals. He expanded the palace. He increased taxes to fund new monuments, believing his legacy deserved to be immortalized in stone. And the people obeyed, because when a ruler is confident, even when he's wrong, the crowd tends to follow. But nature does not bend to confidence, and warnings ignored do not disappear. They simply grow silently in the shadows. When the drought finally arrived, it came without mercy. The rivers shrank into dusty veins across the land. Fields once filled with golden wheat turned gray and lifeless. Even the strongest wells became hollow echoes of water that once was. Then came hunger, then fear, then unrest. Desperate citizens stormed the palace gates, pleading for food that simply did not exist. The king, overwhelmed, sent guards to restore order. But how do you fight a famine with swords? One night, as Elion walked alone through his silent hall, he found a parchment placed gently on the throne. It was the astronomer's initial warning, the very message he had dismissed. And in that moment, he understood. The downfall of a kingdom rarely begins with an enemy. It begins with a warning, ignored by someone who believed he was too important to fail. Elion's empire collapsed, not because the drought was too strong, but because his pride was. And the message he leaves us is as simple as it is unforgiving. Wisdom doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And when you refuse to listen, the price is always higher than you expect.